recorded virtual LeBron throwing an alley-oop pass to virtual Anthony Davis, and you got so excited that you actually texted that to LeBron. So what was his response?
Yeah, he was excited to be able to do that for the first time, on 2K. It was fun.
What movements are a part of your game that need to be in 2K20?
Well, first, the baby hair has to be in 2K.
Yeah, the physical attributes are really important.
Yes, and then also just like my pattern, I think the hop that I do, I always set up my move with a hop.
Getting tough in the paint with my bows and my nose. I do bows and nose. Thomas Middleditch, who plays Bailey, is hilarious.
Let's beat the team! At the point, 6 feet 1 inches, number 5, Runa Frazier. Starting at power forward, 6 feet 10 inches.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And right now for the visiting team, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Black Hole. Buford is out there with Paxson. Then it's G, and it's Portis in at the 3 spot. They've got Big Daddy. Frazier is out there with Sanders. Then it's Mr. Clutch, and it's Kelly in at the center. Looking at the schedule, Doris, about halfway through the season, some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
Here's Frazier. It's rebounded by Portis. Pass to Paxson. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Adrian, guarded by Paxson. Adrian passes to Freeman. Pass to Kelly. Here's Big Daddy, just 4 to shoot. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first personal foul. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Puts up a 3. A nice shot by Frazier. Here's Buford. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And there's the pass to Paxson. Passes it to Reese, and it's blocked. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Frazier right side. Got it. Good job in the low post. Frazier's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's rebounded by Kelly.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Frazier against Paxson. It's stolen by G. To the wing right side. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And the shot is good.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Pass to Paxson. And here is Buford. Frazier covering. Sanders against Buford. Here's Myers. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Here's Adrian. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Outside Portis. Myers. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Rogers checked in for Mr. Clutch. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Frazier outside. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Sanders. G with the rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here is Paxson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Nice D from Frazier. Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Rogers against Portis. Kicks it to Kelly. Now here's Frazier. Defense right on him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Slimmy's checked in for Black Hole. Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And here's Paxson. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Sanders. To the middle. Collins kicks to Sanders. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Portis. Fast break. Here we go. And Portis throws it down.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Holland. Haywood covering. It's tipped. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. They swipe it. Here's Gray. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Paxson against Sanders. And the rejection by Sanders. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Cowboys checked in for baddest one. .112 left here in the first quarter. Fires the 3, and the basket by Waters. And it's a tie ball game.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Knocked loose. Pass to Holland. Now the pass to Sanders. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Gray. Haywood with the block, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Anderson, he's checked in for G. shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Passes it to Waters. 26 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. He hits both from the stripe. And so here's the home team.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me, Greg, was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Here's Holland. 11 points for him in that last game again.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Sanders is out there with Baller, then it's Cowboy, then it's G, and it's Rogers in at the small forward position. And Slim picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Rogers. Now here's Sanders. 5 to shoot. Lawson right side. From the baseline. Yes, that goes in.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
They've got Anderson. Williams is out there with Maverick. Then there's the doctor. And it's Haywood in at the center position. Here's Waters. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
You hear these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
The layup missed.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Holland. He's covered by Anderson. Pass to Holland. Fires for 3. Haywood with the block. Williams against Lawson. Williams passes to Reese. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Here's Waters. He's got 8. Outside Williams, 4 on the shot clock. That one good for 2. Black Hole's got his second bucket.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Holland. Haywood covering. Adrian kicks to Holland. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Holland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end? Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Adrian passes to Lawson. It's blocked. Williams against Sanders. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Williams against Sanders. Anderson outside. Shot from the wing. Adrian with the rebound. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. In the corner, Sanders with it. Gets to the corner and buries it. Sanders has got his second bucket tonight. And the ball at 42%.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Both teams will make substitutions. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Sanders.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Paxson with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now Frazier. He's got 5, and the pass to Kelly. Back to Frazier. Here's Holland. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Haywood. And here's Paxson. Shoots over Frazier. The shot's good from Paxson. Paxson's got his first points in this one.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
Here's Holland. Buford covering. That's tipped. And they're moving it up. Here's Paxson. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Frazier. Haywood with the block. Paxson against Frazier. Paxson kicks to Buford. Passes to Haywood. Here's G. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. The shot's good from Paxson.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's Holland. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Adrian passes to Freeman. Inside, Holland. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Rogers checked in for Mr. Clutch. Paxson passes to Myers. 52 seconds left here in the second. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Pass to Frazier. Here is Rogers. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Holland. Here's Kelly. Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Portis against Rogers. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And yes, it's good. And that's now 7 points for Mr. Moves.
What nice work to get the high percentage look, and he doesn't make any mistake with it.
Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the visiting team. with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Just checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted it. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of act.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. ABC really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Sanders is out there with Frazier. Then there's baddest one. Then it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Freeman in at the 4 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
That's good. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient, because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. The pass to Kelly. Down low, Sanders. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Sanders has got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Tipped away. Well, a break on the floor, so let's talk about the league's small forwards, shall we, for a second, and see which of them have led the league in free throw shooting this season. You take a look at Portis, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
And most impressive is that he's done it in the first quarter, in the clutch, whenever, as consistent as they come.
Pass to Frazier. Pass to Sanders. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. The shot's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the paint. And that one's good by G. G's got 4 this quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Adrian, that's good. And that'll tie this game up.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Paxson against Sanders. Here's Reese. It's stolen by Frazier, and here comes the break. Here's Adrian. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He has 7. He has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Paxson passes to Reese. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Anderson against Frazier. Pass to Adrian. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Gray and G with the stuff.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's Portis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Now, here's Sanders, guarded closely. That one a little long.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Sanders has got 10. So it's the visitors now. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Frazier against Anderson. The pass to Reese. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Black Hole's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Portis. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in assists, first in free throw percentage, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here, leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holland. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Red against Sanders. Red kicks to Williams. Passes it to Waters. Cloak loose. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. On Friday and then on Saturday.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Pass to Holland. Teardrop shot. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Portis. 1:24 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Reese. There's the pass to Portis. Another shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
.110 left to play in the third. Gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Here's Holland. Here's Gray. It's rebounded by Portis.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Williams can't get it to go. Being a hot 57% from the field in the third. Passes it to Rogers. Lays it up and banks it in. Rogers has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
35 seconds left in the third. Sanders against Red. Shot clock at 5. Reese. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on both.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, Greg, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
17 seconds left in the third. Now here's Sanders. 10 points for him. Here's Kelly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kelly's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
1 second left, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The home team up 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. An outstanding 53% for the game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. G is out there with Buford, and there's Maverick, and it's Black Hole, and it's Paxson in at the point guard.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Pass to Rogers. Wants to get it to Sanders and does. Over Paxson. Sanders' shot is good.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Buford with it. Pass to Paxson to take the lead. He can't get that one to fall. A smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Sanders against Red. Sanders passes to Freeman. Dishes it to Sanders. Buries it down low. Big Daddy's got his first 2 points of the night.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Myers, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
First one falls for him. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Sanders. Second free throw, no good. Now Frazier. And stolen by Buford. The pass to Paxson. There's the dish to G. Yep, that one goes.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here is Rogers. Here's Kelly. Nails the baby hook.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Paxson passes to Buford. Just his first attempt. They grabbed their own miss, gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Adrian passes to Frazier. To the right side. Knocked away. Passes it to Freeman. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer on the way. A nice shot by Frazier.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And here's Paxson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Pass to Freeman. Back to Frazier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Frazier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Sanders checked in for Rogers.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Here's Frazier. And a miss there on the triple.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball. And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to Buford. And the pass to Myers. Fade away, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And he's someone the defense should be keying on, especially in this moment.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Here we go, one-on-one. And G with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And that one's good. Kelly. Here's Paxson. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Right side, Portis. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Sanders passes to Adrian. Clock at 6. Pass to Freeman. To the inside. Here's Kelly, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. Pass to Portis. And 101 left to play here in the 4th. And that one's good by G.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, G.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And they go to the intentional foul. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Kelly passes to Sanders. And no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, Greg, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Paxson with the ball. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.